Human rights. Article 1. All human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. They are endowed with reason and conscience and should act towards one another in a spirit of brotherhood. Article 2. Everyone is entitled to all the rights and freedoms set forth in this declaration without distinction of any kind, such as race, color, sex, language, religion, political or other opinion, national or social origin, property, birth, or other status. Furthermore, no distinction shall be made on the basis of the political, jurisdictional, or international status of the country or territory to which a person belongs, whether it be independent, trust, non-self-governing, or under any other limitation of sovereignty. Sovereignty means king, ruler, or basically you're free, with no one over you besides you following not to harm, steal, or kill anybody. Everyone has the right to life, liberty, and security of person. That's Article 3. Article 4. No one shall be held in slavery or servitude. Slavery and the slave trade shall be prohibited in all their forms. That's Article 4. Why do we have corporation slaves? Article 5. No one shall be subjected to torture or to cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment or punishment. That's Article 5. Article 6. Everyone has the right to recognition everywhere as a person before the law. Read Article 6 again. Everyone has the right to recognition everywhere as a person before the law. A person is before the law. Has the right of recognition of a person before the law. Article 7. All are equal before the law and are entitled without any discrimination to equal protection of the law. All are entitled to equal protection against any discrimination and violation of this declaration and against any incitement to such discrimination. Article 8. Everyone has the right to an effective remedy by the competent national tribunals for acts violating the fundamental rights granted him by the Constitution or by law. Everyone has the right to an effective remedy. Article 9. No one shall be subjected to arbitrary arrest, detention, or exile. That's Article 9. In the United States, I read only 8 of these articles, 9 of these articles, and I hear right in Ohio, they violate these articles every day. It's human rights. Article 10. Everyone is entitled in full equality to a fair and public hearing by an independent and impartial tribunal in the determination of his rights and obligations and of any criminal charge against him. Article 11. This is the first one. Everyone charged with a penal offense has the right to be presumed innocent until proved guilty according to the law in a public trial, at which he has had all the guarantees necessary for his defense. So he has to have everything possible to be able to defend himself. No one shall be held guilty of any penal offense on account of any act or omission. No one shall be held guilty of any penal offense on account of any act or omission which did not constitute a penal offense under national or international law at the time when it was committed, nor shall a heavier penalty be imposed than one that was applicable at the time the penal offense was committed. We need to look up what penal means. Article 12. No one shall be subjected to arbitrary interference with his privacy, family, home, or correspondence, nor to attacks upon his honor and reputation. Everyone has the right to protection of the law against such interference or attacks. I wish I knew these 2 or 3 years ago. Article 13. Everyone has the right to freedom of movement. This is some of my favorite ones right here. Everyone has the right to freedom of movement and residence within the borders of each state. Everyone has the right to leave any country, including his own, and return to his country. Article 17. Everyone has the right to own property alone, as well as in association with others. No one shall be arbitrarily deprived of his property. Arbitrarily. We need to look up that word. That's what the United States, they good for that, man. They give these police the ability to just take your stuff. This clearly say no one shall be arbitrarily deprived of his property. It's crazy. Article 18. Everyone has the right to freedom of thought, conscience, and religion. This right includes freedom to change his religion or belief, and freedom, either alone or in the community with others, and in public or private, to manifest his religion or belief in teaching, practicing, worship, and observance. So you can believe whatever you want to believe. Article 19. Everyone has the right to freedom of opinion and expression. This right, hear what I'm saying? Everyone has the right to freedom of thought. Now in Article 19, it says everyone has the right to freedom of opinion and expression. This right includes freedom to hold opinions without interference and to seek, receive, and impart information and ideas through any media and regardless of frontiers. Go look at Police Steele's shirt. Article 20. Everyone has the right to freedom of peaceful assembly and association. No one may be compelled to belong to an association. No one may be compelled. Everyone has the right, Article 21, everyone has the right to take part in the government of his country, directly or through freely chosen representatives. Everyone has the right to equal access to public service in his country. The will of the people shall be the basis of the authority of government. This will shall be expressed in periodic and genuine elections, which shall be by universal and equal suffrage, and shall be held by secret vote or by equivalent free voting procedures. Article 22. Everyone, as a member of society, has the right to Social Security and is entitled to realization through national effort and international cooperation, and in accordance with the organization and resources of each state of the economic, social, and cultural rights indispensable for his dignity and the free development of his personality. Article 23. Everyone has the right to work, to free choice of employment, to just and favorable conditions of work, and to protection against unemployment. Everyone without any discrimination has the right to equal pay for equal work. Everyone who works has the right to just and favorable remuneration, ensuring for himself and his family an existence worthy of human dignity and supplemented, if necessary, by other means of social protection. Everyone has the right to form and to join trade unions for the protection of his interests. Article 24. Everyone has the right to rest and leisure, including reasonable limitation of working hours and periodic holidays with pay. Everyone has the right to a standard of living. Article 25. Everyone has the right to a standard of living adequate for the health and well-being of himself and of his family, including food, clothing, housing, and medical care and necessary social services, and the right to security in the event of unemployment, sickness, disability, widowhood, old age, or other lack of livelihood in circumstances beyond his control. Motherhood and childhood are entitled to special care and assistance. All children, whether born in or out of wedlock, shall enjoy the same social protection. Article 26. Everyone has the right to education. Has the right to education. Education shall be free, at least in the elementary and fundamental stages. Elementary education shall be compulsory. Technical and professional education shall be made generally available, and higher education shall be equally accessible to all the basis of merit. Education shall be directed to the full development of the human personality and to the strengthening of respect for human rights and fundamental freedoms. It shall promote understanding, tolerance, and friendship among all nations, racial or religious groups, and shall further the activities of the United Nations for the maintenance of peace. Parents have a prior right to choose the kind of education that shall be given to their children. Parents have a prior right to choose the kind of education that shall be given to their children. But they come and take kids out their house when parents don't want them going to the schools. So no school will provide the information that their kid need to succeed when they feel that way. Somebody can come and regulate them and tell them, oh, you got to put your kid in the school. But if you're not providing what I feel my kids should be going to, why do I got to put them in the school? This clearly say parents have a prior right to choose the kind of education that shall be given to their children. Article 27. Everyone has the right freely to participate in the cultural life of the community, to enjoy the arts, and to share in scientific advancement and its benefits. Everyone has the right to protection of the moral and material interests resulting from any scientific literacy or artistic production of which he is the author. Article 28. Everyone is entitled to social and international order in which the rights and freedoms set forth in the Declaration can be fully realized. Article 29. Everyone has duties to the community in which alone the free and full development of his personality is possible. In the exercise of his rights and freedoms, everyone shall be subject only to such limitations as are determined by law solely for the purpose of securing due recognition and respect for the rights and freedoms of others, and of the meeting of the just requirements of morality, public order, and the general welfare in a democratic society. These rights and freedoms may in no case be exercised contrary to the purposes and principles of the United Nations. Article 30. Nothing in this declaration may be interpreted as implying for any state, group, or person any right to engage in any activity or perform in any act aimed at the destruction of any of the rights and freedoms set forth herein. There you go. Articles. And what we just read was the articles of the human rights articles. Go check them out.